Hello everybody. So this is the explanation to today's quiz. So this is the first question: which of the following are present? If you look at the picture, what you're essentially seeing is a biopsy of facial skin. And how do you know this? Because there are a number of hair follicular units here, which suggests that it's a facial biopsy. It's not a scalp biopsy because majority of these are vellus hairs. So all these are basically follicular units. This is one follicle, this is another follicle. You can see the the sort of the deeper connection to the underlying follicular unit here in the dermis. So all these are follicular units. Now these are not sawtooth retiridges. I think some of you got confused by them, and the question was put purposely to confuse you. These are all just follicular units. So what you're essentially seeing is a relatively normal epidermis. There's no psoriasiform acanthosis, there's no sawtoothing of retiridges, but there is a superficial and deep perivascular infiltrate, which is albeit mild, but yeah, superficial and deep with dilated capillary loops. You can see that there are dilated capillary loops here in the upper dermis, and there is also a perifollicular inflammatory infiltrate. You can see here that there is a perifollicular inflammatory infiltrate. Okay, so the answer to the first question is absent, absent, present, present, and present. Now match the following. Number one, what you're seeing are essentially melanophages here. Now, how do you differentiate melanophages from hemosiderin? In my experience, these are extremely difficult to differentiate on H&E alone. Often, we make the distinction between hemosiderin and melanin incontinence based on the pathology. So, if you're seeing a vasculitis, and in the context of a vasculitis, if you're seeing pigment, we often presume that that is hemosiderin. In the context of a vacuolar interface dermatitis, which this is what it is. So here you're seeing a vacuolar interface dermatitis, that is number 2. This is basically melanin incontinence. Okay. Now if you look closely, if you observe closely, you're also able to see a thickened basement membrane. This pink line here along the basal layer is the basement membrane trying to reform. So the basal layer, the basement membrane appears to be slightly thickened. I didn't put this purposely as a quiz because this is quite subtle and difficult to diagnose. Now these are all lymphocytes here. These blue round cells are lymphocytes. Okay, so you've got your answer. Right. Now, which of the following is true? So the presence of hemosiderin around capillary. So this is not hemosiderin. So you should have made the diagnosis based on the clinical as well, because the whole purpose of this quiz is to do clinical pathological correlation. So if you looked at the clinical images below, you know that there is no way there could be hemosiderin here. This is a butterfly rash on the face, and clinically this is lupus erythematosus, and that's the answer. And in the context of lupus erythematosus, these are melanophages. Okay, so the first is ruled out because there's no hemosiderin. There is dermal edema. You can see that the dermis appears edematous. The collagen bundles appear separated, probably because of mucin deposition. If you do a PA stain, this will probably be positive. The presence of hemosiderin warrants thorough search for vasculitis. There is no vasculitis. There is no hemosiderin. The presence of eosinophils in this case warrants exclusion of drug reaction. There are no eosinophils. So in case you're confused that some of this pigment is actually from eosinophils, this is just melanophages. There are no eosinophils. Okay. So clinically, this patient has acute lupus, the butterfly rash, typical butterfly rash of acute lupus erythematosus associated with mouth ulcers. So that is your answer here. All right. I hope you enjoyed the quiz. Thank you very much.